Hey everyone, we've got some fresh Fujifilm leaks, and this time, it looks like the real deal. Remember those rumors from December about a compact medium format camera? Well, we finally have actual photos of what's allegedly the Fujifilm GFX 100RF, and it's kind of wild. This thing is small, way more compact than you'd expect for a camera packing a massive 43.9 by 32.9mm sensor. That's 67% bigger than full frame, yet somehow, Fujifilm has managed to cram all that power into a body roughly the size of a Leica Q3. If you've ever seen a medium format camera before, you know this is basically sorcery. Design-wise, Fuji has kept things clean and classic, an all-black no-nonsense look that feels true to their style. And despite its compact size, they still managed to fit in an electronic viewfinder, which is a pretty impressive feat of course. You get those beautiful tactile dials for shutter speed, ISO, and exposure compensation, because Fuji knows exactly what its audience loves. But they didn't stop there. They also threw in a couple of unique touches that make this camera even more interesting. One of the standout features of the GFX 100RF is the dedicated aspect ratio dial on the back. Instead of diving into menus, you can simply twist a knob and switch framing on the fly. It's a small but incredibly useful addition, especially for photographers who frequently experiment with different aspect ratios. But that's not all. There's also something called a crop lever, which essentially functions as a built-in digital zoom switch. A bit unexpected on a 100-megapixel medium format camera, but it suggests that Fujifilm has something clever in mind. Now, if you're wondering when this camera is officially dropping, Fuji has already started teasing it. They recently released a video from Prague, inviting viewers to mark their calendars for March 20th at the Fujifilm X Summit Prague 2025. While they haven't explicitly confirmed it, all signs point to the GFX 100RF being among the big announcements. As for the price, rumors suggest it will be around $5,000. Now, that's definitely not cheap, but for a medium format camera, it's actually quite reasonable. Typically, cameras in this category cost significantly more, so if Fuji manages to deliver high-end performance in this compact form factor at that price, it could be a game changer. But there's a catch: the lens. The GFX 100RF comes with a 35mm f4 lens, which translates to about 28mm f3.2 in full-frame terms. That's great for street, landscape, and environmental photography, but compared to something like the Leica Q3, which has a 28mm f1.7 lens, you start to see the potential downside. That extra light-gathering ability makes a huge difference in low-light performance and depth of field control. Another potential drawback is that the lens appears to be fixed. There's no visible release button, which strongly suggests that it's not interchangeable. For some photographers, that could be a deal-breaker, especially those who prefer the flexibility of swapping lenses. So, what do you think? Is this a game-changing compact medium format camera, or does the fixed lens hold it back? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.